This week on Moms Like Us, Lance Bass shares the advice on fatherhood he's received from his NSYNC bandmates.
As much as you can, they said, take a nap here, try to get sleep.
And Candace Bure talks about twinning with her daughter, Natasha.
I love when people think that we look alike because I think my daughter is stunning.
Plus, Dorinda Medley opens up about how her daughter, Hannah, helped her write her new memoir.
Hannah's a real writer in that way. She just thinks you need to speak your truth.
We've got all that plus so much more on today's Moms Like Us. Hi, guys. Welcome to Moms Like Us. I'm Mandy DeCamp here with Stroller in the City's BRIANNE, MANZ. Happy end of summer, BRIANNE. It's really getting to the end here.
I know, and I don't want to think about it. I don't want the summer to end at all.
It's still so hot, so at least we have the weather, I guess. Still pool weather.
I mean, at least you have that. It just got super chilly here, and I think it's going to be raining for like the next week.
Really? I didn't know it was cold. Interesting.
Like the tropical storm that was down south, I think is like passing through. So we're getting it. And today is like super windy. Yeah. So
it's so hot here. I'm in Mississippi, as you know, and it is like, I tried to just go around I've been trying to walk at night, but you have to wait like late for it to be cool enough. By that time, it's like, no, it's wine time. I'm done.
Send some of that weather here, please.
Yeah. So anyway, we chatted with another Mississippi native, Lance Bass, this week. So Lance is expecting twins, a boy and a girl, with his husband, Michael, in November. And he's hoping they actually arrive by Halloween because Halloween is his favorite holiday, he told us. But he told us that he's already getting some parenting advice from his fellow bandmates from NSYNC. So let's hear it. Obviously, as you're preparing for fatherhood, you must be asking advice. Have you gotten any fatherly advice from your NSYNC bandmates? I know Justin commented last week that, you'll disappear too when you become a dad.
Everyone, it's the same exact thing from everyone. Is like, you are not going to sleep. And that is the worst part is and that's what can drive you crazy at times is just the sleep deprivation. So as much as you can, they said, take a nap here, try to get sleep, because that's going to really, just make you a better father.
Yeah. Do you plan to disappear for a little while too, once you have the kids?
Yes, for sure. And it's, I'm so stressed out right now because I have, of course, so many projects start going right before I have kids. I've been working on these things for years and I'm like, really, now's the timing that every project's going forward.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to button up all of these, productions and my Unicorn Hunters show. And then hopefully, I think my last day is October 3rd. And then I plan on doing paternity leave at least until, early next year. I want to really be able to focus and, be a good stay-at-home dad.
You don't have to tell us what they are, but do you guys have baby names picked out yet?
We do have baby names. Of course, we will reveal them when they're born. But yeah, it's names we've had for a while because they're very meaningful names to us.
Any inspiration that you can share behind them?
Family names.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got inspiration from some family members on and we wanted to honor some of them. So, yeah.
All right. So they told him that, sleep is important always. And I mean, now that I'm a new mom to an 8-month-old, I get it. Sleep whenever you can.
Yeah.
That's great advice.
That was actually the best advice that someone gave me. They said, sleep when the baby sleeps. And at first I looked at them like they were crazy.
Yeah.
And then I passed on that information. And actually my assistant who just gave birth like last month, she's like, so I take my afternoon nap with the baby. And I was like, oh my God, I can't actually do that. Like I always like tried to, but like couldn't. But it's like, so important. And she's like, she's not back to normal, but she's like, fine. She's not struggling in the sleep department. So do that because that is huge advice.
Totally. I agree with you. I mean, I think what other advice do you have that for new moms or dads?
I feel like do what works for you. My mom always told me that. So like, if you're going to get, an extra hour of sleep by like the baby coming into your bed in the middle of the night, then do it. Like do what works for you. Don't look around and, compare yourself to other babies or other moms or who's on this schedule and that schedule. Like just do what works for you.
Yeah.
That's really the best advice.
Yeah. I have my sister-in-law told me good advice that stuck with me. And that was just to trust your motherly instincts. And I stand by that. I mean, my husband's a doctor and I should also trust him, but sometimes mother knows best and they know better than the doctor.
That is true.
Yeah. True. I mean, nothing, knock on wood, nothing crazy that has happened, but, just little things like you just, if you feel like going to the doctor or get a second opinion or, just don't Google things. Don't Google things.
Right. No, that could be scary, but no, it's so true. Like if my kids, they fell, I mean, we've had stitches now in our house, probably like 6 times between all of them.
Yeah.
And it was always me. I'm like, oh, we gotta go get stitches. My husband's like, really? Are you sure? We really have to go? And I'm like, oh yeah, they gotta go. It's deep. We gotta go. And then like, he'll do the opposite. Like if something's not that bad, he's like, I think they need stitches. I'm like, no, that's fine. That's fine. So we go back and forth with that, but moms always know for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And then my other silly tip, but a good one for summer is to buy baby sunscreen in the spray can. No one told me how hard it is to put baby sunscreen on and how annoying it is. Plus, I feel like I don't want to lather her up because God knows what's in these things.
I know.
And so I try not to put a lot. And then I freak out and put the whole bottle on her because I'm like, wait, it's too hot. It's too sunny. I would buy the spray sunscreen, the all organic baby sunscreen that's spray because it's a nice even layer. I should have taken a picture this week. She was literally I covered her in white lotion head to toe and she looked like a ghost. I was like, what are you doing?
Your eyes and it gets in their mouth and it's like a whole thing.
And then you have to bathe them and it gets stuck on them. I hate it. I hate baby sunscreen.
Yes. Noted. Yes. So next up, we sat down with Candace Cameron Bure, and the actress of Fuller House opened up about a post with her daughter that recently went viral. So take a look at this.
You and your daughter recently, I feel like, made headlines for looking alike. Do you guys share clothes? And does it surprise you that people are still like, oh, they look so much alike?
Well, I love when people think that we look alike because I think my daughter is stunning and I just love spending time with her and being with her. We don't really share clothes. She doesn't live at home anymore, but we did have the same outfit on in those pictures, or in one of them at least, because we were modeling my clothing line together. Right. And that's the great thing about Natasha. She still enjoys being with mom and dad, and she's still up for doing me favors. Like when I ask her if she can be my model, she's like, of course I will.
I mean, it's obviously safe to say you look alike, but could you name which one of your children you think has the most personality like yours versus maybe your husband's?
Yeah, I actually think Natasha looks a lot more like my husband than me. I think I read some of those headlines. I think we do look more like sisters than twinning, but she definitely has the personality of my husband more than me. And my boys are much more, I think we're much more alike in personality for sure.
Okay. So would you be mad if someone said you were twinning with your daughter?
Never. I mean, I don't know if it's ever going to happen.
I with my girls all the time. I actually made a whole TikTok of twinning with my daughters, like a whole outfit thing. It was so much fun. I love doing that.
Oh yeah, when Amelia's the right age. Actually, just yesterday, you guys won't believe me, but I had on a gingham shirt and I had put her in gingham, like navy blue and white, and mine was black and white. I went to take a selfie with her just because I take 1,000 pictures of her a day. Did not realize we were matching until I took the picture. I was like, oh my God, we're twinning. I mean, she's going to have my style, obviously. So
obviously. Yeah. But can we also talk about I feel like Candace is aging backwards.
Literally.
Every time I look at her, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What is happening?
I don't know. She had her daughter young. So Candace is 45 right now. Her daughter, Natasha, is 23. So she definitely had her pretty young. But yeah, they look like sisters, if not twins. And I want to know what she does. Of all celebrities that we talk to, she's the one who I'm always like, I want to do whatever she does. She's has the perfect body. She's
Like
She's
the cutest
fun.
family, like cutest family. Yeah. Like I feel like she just has it all together.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Love her. So we also sat down with Dorinda Medley, who just came out with her new memoir. So excited for her. And she explained how her daughter Hannah helped her edit it. Take a look.
Speaking of Hannah, was there anything that she said, Mom, don't go there, don't put it in? Or did she say?
No. Hannah's a real writer in that way. She just thinks you need to speak your truth. You know, Hannah's a very strong, expressive person that she expresses herself definitely less emotionally than me. She's more involved in that area. But no, she's a real creative in that way. I think when you're a creative, you kind of respect the process a bit.
Yeah. Did you give her snippets and say, can you read this over?
Every chapter.
She basically
because Joe, I am a horrible writer. I mean, I did not enjoy that process. It was very hard for me. I'm a great talker. Put me in any cocktail party, put in anywhere in the world. You don't even have to speak English and I do well at a cocktail party. I would just use a lot of hand signals, right? She really helped to pull it out of me because you have to, it's a whole nother discipline. I have such a respect for writers, people that have that as a career, because you got to be, you know, I told this story, poor Michelle's heard it a million times, but I told a story once where I went to a cocktail party with Richard at the Council of Foreign Relations. And I was like, I didn't want to go. And I was having behind and all these people. And I got to the cocktail party. And of course, I talked away to all these people and politics and stuff. And I remember getting in the cab or getting in the car and saying to Richard, I am just such an interesting person. Look at me tonight. I barely knew anything about the topics they were talking about. And look at the way I sewed that room up. I said, you know, Richard, I am so interesting because Richard was a huge writer, wrote every day. I said, I think I should write a book. And I'm telling you, he didn't laugh. He guffawed for like 10 blocks. He was like, He's like, sweetheart, I would listen to you talk about laundry. Okay. You could make laundry sound interesting, but you are far too social and you like people far too much to be a writer. And I didn't understand that until I had to write because it's lonely.
So this is like another mother-daughter duo that I absolutely love. They also twin. So cute. Hannah was on the show a bunch. So you watch Roni, right?
Yep, I do.
You miss Dorinda.
I kind of miss her a little bit. I feel like she brought some fun stuff to the show, like some drama, fun drama for sure. I love her, you know?
Yeah. I love Dorinda too. I think she's a good person. I was super turned off during, I guess it was 2 seasons ago at this point with her turkey baster comment. I don't know if you remember that, but she made a comment to Tinsley, who's no longer on the show, about using a turkey baster to get pregnant. And that I was not okay with that. I thought that was super wrong. But I've since moved on. Which is good. And I don't think I think she was just in the heat of the moment. And I do think she's a good person. And I'm excited to read her book. I'm sure it's great. She talks a lot about her late husband, Richard, in it. She said that she got super emotional when she was did the audio book for that portion. And had to read about him and relive it all, which is crazy. But I love her and her daughter, and I love their relationship with each other. So
for sure. And I feel like there's a lot of history. Like, I feel like Dorinda went on the show after a lot of her things happened, like the husband passing away and, even the whole thing with like her house, like the manor, I feel like she went on the show after all that. So I'm excited to know more about her really, in the book. So
did you see that you can rent out Bluestone Manor on Airbnb?
No.
It's okay. So it's only for 1 weekend, I think, and it's for charity. So it'll be like an auction. I would die. I would love to go there.
I wonder how much it's going to auction for.
I know.
Wow.
I'd pay a lot of money to stay there. I love the Catskills or the Berkshires too.
Oh my God. Yes, me too. I would just to go in the living room. I just want to walk in. I just want to do a tour. I don't even have to stay there. I just want a tour of the house. And
I would imagine it's probably going to be decorated for either the holidays or Halloween because she decorates so great.
Yes. I'm actually looking forward to doing that this year too.
What did you say?
I'm looking forward to decorating, going all out for Halloween this year. I'm going all out.
So our neighborhood actually here shuts down for Halloween. Like they close off all the streets and it's like a thing here. So everyone in the neighborhood has golf carts. We do not yet. And unfortunately for my husband, I don't think we're getting one, even though he's determined to. But everyone drives around their golf carts. Everyone has like wine outside. And
out here.
yeah, someone told me even yesterday that they hire a babysitter just to hand out candy at their house so that they can go explore their own neighborhood, which because it's not fun.
Oh my God. I can't wait for you.
I'm so excited. And I already got Amelia's costume, which
of course you did. I love it. And Amelia's
her first costume.
Am I going to like remember this or know anything that's going on? It's going to be all for you, Mandy.
All for me. I'm like, I got it. I was like, it's too soon to get it because I haven't really thought about what I wanted to be, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get this as a safety. So I'm not spending like $300 last minute.
Love it. I love it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Colin Jost and Scarlett Johansson announced their baby news with an Instagram post. He said, okay, we had a baby. His name is Cosmo. We love him very much. Oh my God. So cute. So happy for them.
Yes.
What do you think of his name?
Well, you know, it's very celebrity.
Celebrity. Although I have to say, I have a high school friend. She named her son Cosimo and she calls him Kazi. And it's kind of cute.
That is
kind of cute.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I don't know if I would name my son that, but it's cute. Yeah, they've kept this very private. Her pregnancy was very private. Yeah. It's so hard for, you know, people in Hollywood when they're pregnant, they're getting photographed all the time. People are saying, did they gain weight? This or that. So I totally would have laid low too. But at this point, the baby came over a month ago, I think, or about a month ago. I'm like, all right, about time you announced it. Everyone knows.
Come on. Let us know. Let us in.
Yeah. And today's Mom's Getting Real moment. It's got to go to Lauren Burnham. She, of course, is from Bachelor Nation. She's married to Ari Lyondike. She shared this photo feeding her two babies at the same time that they just had twins. She said, World Breastfeeding Week, a celebration of one of the hardest things I've ever done. I'm in awe of all the ladies that make it look so effortless and even the ones who don't. You are superheroes. And her husband, Ari, commented, proud of you. This is so impressive. I mean, I cannot, breastfeeding was so hard for me. So I literally can't imagine with twins. I don't even know if I'd try.
I can't, I mean, good for her. I mean, twins is a whole other ball game. And I feel like women do struggle with breastfeeding and we don't probably get enough credit for it. Yeah. And I think it's so hard, but to do two, I mean, good for her.
I know. I'm always like in awe of people who have twins.
Me too.
In general. And then to think about breastfeeding them, I just can't imagine it. So,
totally agree. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much to our guest today. And thank you, BRIANNE. We will see you next week, every week on our YouTube channel at 3 p.m. for Moms Like Us. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.